I Want to Be a Sailor is a Warner Brothers cartoon from 1937, directed by Tex Avery, written by Tex Avery and Ben Hardaway, with voices provided by Elvia Allman, Billy Bletcher, Mel Blanc, Tommy Boyd, Bernice Hansen, Danny Webb, and Robert Winkler. Definitely has one of the largest voice casts of a Warner Brothers cartoon. And this focuses on a little parrot, and its mother is trying to get it to say, "Polly want a cracker." But this little birdie doesn't want a cracker, it wants to be a sailor. And we have this backstory of how this bird's father fled the family, abandoned them, but this bird looks up to him, wants to be like him, and the bird decides to do what it wants, and it wants to achieve its dream of being a sailor. And it, it goes off and tries to do this, and in doing this, he meets this little birdie, this little duck, who I have to say is rather adorable. And it's quite interesting to see the two birds interacting with each other because they're both very different birds, but they look kind of similar in some ways, very different in others. And it was just really fascinating to watch. And I think the duck really added another layer to the story. He was a very interesting character. I thought he brought quite a bit of comedy to this. I wouldn't say it was hilarious. I didn't think it was particularly the most funny cartoon I've ever seen, but certainly the duck, for me, provided quite a bit of humour. It's a very, very well animated cartoon. I think it has a really good pacing to it. We have enough time to set the scene. We hear the backstory of the father, and then this little birdie goes off and does its own thing. And, well, things were problematic for the bird pretty much straight away, and I won't say any more than that. I quite enjoyed it. I didn't think it was the best I've ever seen. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but watching it as a one-time thing, I thought it was pretty decent. Everything about it seemed to make sense. It worked well. Definitely not a bad cartoon. If you're a fan of Warner Brothers and you haven't seen I Want to Be a Sailor, I'd say it's probably worth checking out at least once.